Hey everybody, thanks for joining me for another video. If you like this video, just remember to subscribe to the channel, give the video a big thumbs up, do all the YouTube things, and then if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them down below. Now on to the video. So today we are going to knit a mitered square. I'm going to be using Peaches and Cream Stripey in the color flannel, and with the corresponding needle size 4.5. So what's nice about this pattern is you can kind of make it as big or small as you want. I am going to cast on 50 stitches. You basically just need to make sure you have an even number. So I am going to cast on 50 and then we'll get started. And then knit all the way across. Now, this next part is optional. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. It may make knitting this a little bit easier. I'm going to knit to 25. Like I said, this next part is optional. You can take a stitch marker and put it right in the middle. So since I did 50 stitches, I would put it, after I knit 25, I would put the stitch marker there and then just continue knitting. This will help you visually because you're going to always decrease 2 stitches before that stitch marker. And if you don't feel like having to really pay attention and count, the stitch marker is a really nice option. Oops. Okay. And then just so you guys know, every other row you are going to knit. So I'm going to do the first decrease row, and then the next row would be knit, decrease, knit, decrease, knit, decrease, knit, the whole time. So I'm going to show you how to do a decrease row. We're going to slip that first stitch purlwise. Okay. Bring the yarn back to the back. Knit until 2 stitches before that stitch marker. Okay. Couple more. Okay, we're at 2 stitches before the stitch marker. We're going to knit those 2 together. So you're going to go under both of those stitches, knit both of them together. Okay? Slip that stitch marker. Then the next 2 we're going to do a slip slip knit. And the reason why we're doing this is because the slip slip knit and the knit 2 together lean two different ways on the knitted fabric. So you'll be able to see it better once you have more of the square done. But a slip slip knit is like this, slip, slip, and then with your left needle you're going to go back underneath, yarn over, pull through. So we decreased 2 stitches. And then we are going to knit to the last stitch. Oops. And slip that last stitch purlwise. Okay? So on the rows where you are decreasing, you're slipping the end stitches, and then on the opposite rows where you're just knitting, you just knit every single stitch. So decrease rows, you slip on the ends, knit rows, you knit everything. Very, very easy. So we're going to knit all the way across. We should have 48 stitches now. Okay, we're coming up to that middle one. There we go. Knit, and then just keep going. So you're going to keep alternating the knit rows and the decrease rows until you get to 4 stitches left. And then I'll meet you here at the end and we will bind off our project. Okay, so we're down to 4 stitches left. We just did our row of knitting across. Now we're going to decrease and close this project up. We are going to knit these 2 together. We can take our stitch marker off here. Slip, slip, knit, and then we're just going to go underneath that first stitch there. So see, we have 2 left. We're going to go underneath this one and just slip it over. Okay, and that's it. So you're going to want to break your yarn, and that's what your square looks like. Let me sew in the ends real quick and I'll show you what that looks like. Alright, and this is what our mitered square looks like. Kind of not sure what happened there, but that is the gist of it. And those slip stitches that we did on the ends also make it very easy to pick up these stitches and add squares to make like a blanket or something. There's a really popular pattern called the Cozy Memories that is just a bunch of mitered squares knitted together basically. And so that's what that slip stitch edge does, is it gives you the loops to hook on to another square basically. So if you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate all of you being here if you made it to the end of the video. We will see you in the next video. Bye everybody.